going into the last 16 of the Coca-Cola Cup. In the days when it was known as just the League Cup, they were the first winners, they were the first to win it 3 times, and they've appeared in more semi-finals than anyone else. But tonight they face a crowd of 25,000 on Wearside, the famous Roker Roar, and of course a Sunderland team who in the last round knocked out Premier Division Leeds United. To see how Aston Villa got on, we join your match commentator, who's Alan Parry.
A tribute to modern medicine is the appearance tonight of Sunderland defender Martin Gray, just 17 days after a cartilage operation which a few years ago would have kept him out for several months. Sunderland are a team in form, just 1 defeat in their last 8 League and Cup games and a particularly good home record. Terry Butcher has put together a young side with several local players, and there's a dangerous partnership in attack of Don Goodman and Phil Gray. Sunderland reached the final of this competition 8 years ago. Paul McGrath is the only Villa player who appeared on their last visit to Roker just 2 years ago when they won here 3-1 in a First Division game. Aston Villa have lost only once in their last 13 games in League and Cup, and they're unbeaten away from home. Paul McGrath comes back after injury, but Steve Staunton is still out, and Dean Saunders is also missing. He has chickenpox. Gary Parker wins a place in midfield for the first time since the end of August. The referee is from Stockport, Mr. Alan Flood. Well, the teams have met 3 times before in League and Cup, and Villa won each time, but they know that they're in for a very tough tie tonight against a team which has lost just once in 9 games at Roker Park this season. A real early dose of the Roker Roar just to unsettle Aston Villa a little more here. Had a very good record though in cup ties this season, both domestically and in Europe. But they're under pressure here as Bosnich clears from right under the feet almost of Phil Gray. Mark Bosnich, who had that dramatic penalty save, of course, in the previous round against Birmingham, and he came on as a sub. This is young Martin Smith, down the left for Sunderland. He's evaded the challenge from Barrett and got a dangerous cross in, but in fact the ball had already crossed the line. Martin Smith is only 18 and plays his 3rd game in a row, and has won the free kick there from that tackle by Barrett. Wasn't a good one, to the huge relief of Aston Villa, who break clear with Daly and Atkinson in flying form, typically. Daly just offside. Time that right, Tony Daly, on his way, of course, now to Italy, and if all goes according to plan, he'll be in Italy by the end of next week. And the ball cleared by Atkinson in midfield. Brian Atkinson for Sunderland. Good pressure then by Guy Whittingham. And Villa have it back. Daly and Atkinson. Daly on the edge of the box. He goes in short again to Whittingham. That's a good ball out to Parker on the right. And the first time cross was very dangerous indeed. Daly came flying in on the far post and might have made a better connection than that. Certainly the cross from the right by Parker tested Sunderland to the full. One of the reasons they brought him into the side tonight, to provide that kind of service from the right. Goodman lets it run on. The ball played through by Phil Gray. Out to, but Ours never had much hope of catching that one. Ryan Small getting it forward, but back in it comes. And a disappointing end for Sunderland to what looked a promising moment. Teal under pressure then on the edge of his own box. Ord wins it back, and the whistle has gone for the foul. The challenge by Ord ruled illegal by the referee. Teal for Villa. Bad ball, he was looking for Daly, and a little bit fortunate there, Villa, to get it back again. Teal hammers it forward, and again, it's not a good ball. Martin Gray clears. A long ball for Goodman, it's not a bad one. And he heads it down dangerously into Phil Gray's pad. That was a fine, incisive move by Sunderland. and direct. Good ball from the back, and Goodman set it up nicely for Phil Gray, the Northern Ireland international. Atkinson. Townsend gives it him back again. Barrett. Parker. And Barrett finds room to move infield. The ball nipped off his toe, and then a foul surely on Townsend. No, the referee hasn't given it. Good skill then by Goodman. He goes for the heart of the Villa defence. We know what kind of pace he's got from his West Bromwich Albion days, where he was such a prolific scorer. And that's a good ball out to Smith. The cross driven in deep. Oh, and that was a fine effort, well saved. And Sunderland looking dangerous early on here. Armstrong breaking from a midfield position, and that was a very good left foot shot. A move built up by Martin Smith down the left-hand side. Good effort. Whittingham beaten to it by Melville, but the ball breaks to Daly, and this looks dangerous. Good challenge though. Gray with a long ball. Goodman prepared to chase that one, and Bosnich takes a real risk and brings him down. Now, how is the referee going to interpret that? Obviously a foul, and in some circumstances this could have been deemed a professional foul. It was a very clumsy challenge by Bosnich, but the referee, to his and Villa's huge relief, has taken no further action other than awarding a free kick. Certainly good away from goal and going wide of the area as well, but it was a heart-stopping moment for Villa. And the free kick comes in dangerously to the far post, but no problem in the end for Aston Villa. Went over ball's head. Melville was in there behind him and knocks it long into the Villa half. McGrath's clearance. Whittingham can only give it straight back to Melville. Now Kevin Ball looking for Hours out there on the right, and he wins it beautifully. He finds Gray, and that's nice control by Gray. And then it goes towards Armstrong. Tremendous save by Bosnich. That was a staggering goalkeeping by the young Australian. How did he keep this one out? Gray with a beautifully flighted cross. Armstrong's header, it had to be going in the top corner. How on earth did Bosnich save that? Well, Gordon Armstrong takes the applause of the local supporters here, but they must also have grudging respect for Mark Bosnich in that moment. A staggering save. Stoppage here because Ord is down injured inside the centre circle. There he is. Well, Sunderland forced into a substitution here, and Gary Bennett is almost part of the furniture at Roker. Had his testimonial last season, has come on to replace the injured Richard Ord. Ord has a hamstring injury. Well, Bennett now has to face the considerable pace of Tony Daly down that right side. He's moved into the right back position. Good header on by Goodman. Way turns it back to him on the right-hand side. He really is looking dangerous at the moment, Goodman. And Gain gets a very good ball in. And Ball wins it back to Sunderland. Bennett turning it back to Melville on the halfway line. He's overhit that one, though. But Small's header is straight to Gray. What a mistake! He for it? No. Well, not yet anyway. The danger's still not gone. And he's beaten to it again, and Bosnich just got a fingertip to it. And that, I'm afraid, is all down to the mistake by Brian Small, which ended up giving Gray here 2 opportunities to score, neither of which he was able to accept. All stemming from Small's mistake. It looked as though Gray was going to score first time here. When the ball was cleared, it eventually came back in, and Bosnich produced another fine save. Corner's really driven in. Bennett heads it on into the danger area. The goalkeeper has still ridden his luck a little bit there. It was Kevin Ball who took a wild swing at it. And Bosnich is having one of those nights when it looks as though he's going to be very much in the action again. It doesn't need me to say that that was a pretty awful ball forward. And Chamberlain has hardly been called into action yet. Good clearance by McGrath. Really got his foot underneath that one. And then Melville gets his head onto it. Gray and Goodman, as I thought they would, and looking a very dangerous partnership. There's Parker. Bit lucky that Villa got the bounce then. And Richardson plays a lovely ball through to Daly and Atkinson. Chance here. It may be against the run of play, but you cannot doubt the quality of Daly and Atkinson's finish. And Villa take the lead with what was their first real effort on goal. Richardson with a glorious ball. Atkinson's pace, control and coolness of finish did the rest. 27 minutes gone, and with their first decent attack, in actual fact, Villa take the lead. And Daly and Atkinson, who scored the winner, of course, against Chelsea on Saturday, providing another magnificent finish here. They're on the attack again, though, and Smith's cross was much too close to McGrath. And the ball rather overhit by Martin Gray. Good play by Atkinson, Brian Atkinson that is. Kevin Ball knocks it forward towards Goodman over his head. Barrett swings his foot to get it clear. Melville reads the bounce and just about finds Gray. Whittingham with a good ball towards Daly, headed away then by Bennett. Melville on the full stretch. And Atkinson doesn't get the free kick, and it's knocked forward to Goodman, who is onside. Chance here for the equaliser. And Bosnich again to Aston Villa's rescue. Goodman must have thought he was home and dry then. Remarkably enough, the offside flag stayed down. Goodman went for the throat, and Bosnich made another superb stop. Well, Goodman certainly had the speed, as did Daly and Atkinson earlier, to get himself into a scoring position. Great goalkeeping. Terrific header away by Teal. Bennett wins it back for Sunderland. And Goodman tries to profit from that confusion. Back again, Armstrong's through ball, and Gray! Oh, he's done it again! Gray looks on in disbelief. And Bosnich is having an absolutely magnificent match here for Aston Villa. It's another great save. Bennett touching it on to Hours. He goes to Bennett. Back forward. And that's a foul by Townsend. Not really got into the game just yet, Andy Townsend. So the Roker Roar in full throat again, as Melville and Bennett both come forward for this free kick. And strangely it goes in along the ground, which I don't think was the right decision. And Smith couldn't really get across any. He'll try again now, though. Tries the shot this time, and once again I think he made the wrong choice. And they still couldn't make the most of their strength in the area. And that's a foul by Daly, I think. No, the referee hasn't given it. And Daly carries on. And looks for Richardson. It's a second goal. Richardson scores from absolutely nothing, with the home fans and the Sunderland players still furious at the referee's decision not to give a free kick against Daly here. Richardson, who scored against Birmingham in the previous round, finishes from Daly's service, and Aston Villa incredibly here are 2-0 up. Kevin Ball finds Armstrong. Handball against... I don't know what he could have done to get out of the way of that. And the free kick goes in very quickly. Small heads it away. That's what he did. Goodman was right behind him, but still pressure here from Sunderland. That's the end of a very, very good first half at Roker Park. Daly and Atkinson proving the quality of Premiership finishing here tonight when he scored against the run of play. But Bosnich has done more than anyone on the field to keep Aston Villa very much in this tie. Kevin Richardson scoring the second goal, but it was Bosnich's brilliant goalkeeping that made sure that Sunderland were denied from all their opportunities. Half-time score, Sunderland 0, Aston Villa 2. To Roker Park, where Aston Villa start the second half here, leading by 2-0. Call it classic counter-attacking football if you like, but I'm sure Villa will be honest enough to admit that they also had a very large slice of luck in that first 45 minutes. Townsend getting the cross in, trying to test Sunderland here, who've got a difficult problem, obviously, 2 goals down. I was going to say they may as well throw everyone forward here, but they did that anyway in the first half, and that's probably why they got caught with the sucker punch, not once, but twice. Richardson in possession. The ball comes out to Small. And Daly goes in strongly on Bennett and did well, and Bennett stronger still to win it back. Now Goodman, who looked one of the best players on the field, I have to say, in the first half. He really did look Premiership quality. Plays it off to Smith. And Smith's crossing towards the near post. And some possession. Bennett just keeping the ball in play. Gets it back again to Bennett. And it goes towards Goodman. And it drops to Gray. Yes! Just the start that Sunderland wanted. A minute and a half gone in the second half, and they get the goal they undoubtedly deserve. A very good cross from the right by Gary Bennett, and Phil Gray this time on target, and even Mark Bosnich could do nothing to keep that one out. The Northern Ireland striker scoring his 4th goal of the season. He got the winner here in the 2-1 victory against Leeds in the previous round. Goodman. Bennett on the overlap. Danger again here as Bennett gets into the penalty area, and McGrath to Villa's rescue. again. Sunderland continuing to look really dangerous. Goodman. Atkinson goes forward for him and he gets it back, Goodman. Has to lay it off again then to Armstrong. And out further still to Smith. Armstrong again. Lifts it forward, that's a dangerous one. McGrath took charge of that situation and did the right thing. Couldn't wait for Bosnich to arrive. No, undoubtedly the goalkeeper was on his way. And he's not very happy there, Bosnich. And the challenge that took place after the ball was played away. We can have a look again here to see what has caused that anger by the goalkeeper. Well, certainly he ran straight into the Sunderland man, but I'm not sure there was that much intent. I think he was simply going for the ball. Townsend, good-looking move this, and it goes further still towards Barrett. Atkinson, rather than Barrett. But again, the move comes to nothing. Melville's clearance. Smith. It's good running by Smith, and the youngster tries a very ambitious effort indeed that has produced another marvellous save. Well, it looked too far out, really, but he knew what he was doing. Unfortunately for Villa, Bosnich also knew what he was doing. I think this is the first corner of the second half, which is now halfway through. Driven across, and Smith's there again to hit it, but this time straight against Teal. The long throw from Armstrong will keep the pressure on Villa's goal. He really held that one in some distance. McGrath did well to get underneath it. Putting them back deep, defending. It shows you how much pressure Villa are under at the moment. They've got a single player even near the halfway line. That's a bad ball though by Kevin Ball, and they might break effectively again here now as Parker hammers it out to the right. Daly. And they've got players coming forward here, including Richardson. It was a very good interception by Ball. If they got that one in a bit quicker, Richardson was totally unmarked in the middle, as he had been in the first half of the second goal. Bennett and Diaz and Kevin Ball. Again, it's not the best distribution by him. Daly intercepts for Villa. Parker's given it away, but Kevin Ball has a bit of a problem here with Whittingham right behind him. Didn't trouble him too much. Teal gets it forward quickly, and that was the right thing to do, certainly. Kevin Ball again under pressure here from Whittingham, and Melville came to his assistance. Knocks it long for Goodman. Smith is in behind him, but it matters not because McGrath wins it back. And now Parker for Villa. It's a goal for Daly. And has Whittingham inside the box. Twists and turns, and still gets the cross in. And that's a splendid save. Townsend holds his head in disbelief because that might well have been the moment when Villa clinched victory. And Chamberlain proves that he can keep goal just as effectively as Bosnich. That looked the goal all the way. Great save. Parker's corner, hit in long towards Teal. And that's off the line. Fullback Martin Gray came to his side's rescue there. Goes in high again to, and again he wins it. And Whittingham's shot charged down, and suddenly Goodman breaks clear for Sunderland. Put a pace on it. Good tackle there, Richardson did well, and good covering work. Played the captain's role there, didn't he, just? And the substitution here, James Lawrence coming on, and it's young Martin Gray whose place he's taken. And the ball suddenly knocked forward to ours from almost nothing there, but Bosnich on his toes as ever. Bit of a character, this lad, bit of a checkered history, and quite an exciting player, I gather. Never seen him before myself. Wins the ball with his first touch. Teal's header. Foul there by Damien Atkinson on Brian Atkinson. Powers. Forward it goes by Bennett. It wasn't a bad ball either to Goodman. Powers. And the cross hit deep towards young Lawrence. And it dropped to Martin Smith. He didn't really get over the ball, couldn't keep it down. Well, that's a bit embarrassing for Mark Bosnich. Took his time, teed the ball up, and then sliced it straight out of goal. Powers. They gained quite a few yards. Not gained that throw, and I thought it was going Sunderland's way. It's gone to Villa. And Aston Villa are going to make a substitution themselves now. And the man coming off is Guy Whittingham. Ray Houghton will take his place. So that's 17 minutes remaining. Ray Houghton on for Guy Whittingham. Villa still lead 2-1. Atkinson did well there. He looks so strong when he gets on a run like this and tries to feed Houghton, and it might come to him. Well, is that a dramatic introduction, or is that dramatic? Ray Houghton has been on the field for less than 30 seconds, and he scored. Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. The other substitute, young Lawrence, made a bad mistake, and Houghton punished it. And that must be the quickest goal, I would think, ever scored by a substitute. No foul as McGrath won it back. Richardson playing it quickly forward to Daly, and Atkinson completely unmarked in the middle here. Now can he really finish them off? Good save. We have seen some excellent goalkeeping tonight. However, if Damien Atkinson had hit that one with a little bit more conviction, it surely would have found the net. Gary Bennett looking for Goodman. Well to Atkinson. He knocks it forward to Gray. And now ours. Goodman again. And taken off Howe's toe by Parker. Now Atkinson sees a great gap opening up before him and goes galloping into it. But he can score spectacular goals, this fella. And he's got another. Greeted with absolute silence at Roker Park, apart from a handful of fans who Villa have brought here. But what a classic finish that was from Damien Atkinson. He just kept running and running straight at the heart of the defenders. It took a lucky deflection off ball as he hit it, looped over the goalkeeper's head, and Villa once again have scored a goal at the perfect moment to kill off the challenge. Paul swings the free kick in, looking for Goodman, who climbs so high and found Gray. He's done it again, Bosnich. We may be into stoppage time, but he still denies Sunderland. Beaten just once, and he could have done nothing about that. And that's another brilliant save by the young Australian. Teal's free kick picks out Daly and Atkinson. The header didn't reach Townsend. It was played forward by Brian Atkinson, and Teal helps it back. Villa's throw then, and only seconds remaining here, and the Sunderland fans who have given their team great support tonight know it's almost over now, and indeed it is. It was all about Premiership quality finishing for Aston Villa tonight. They took their goals superbly well. They came at the right times too. It looked as though Phil Gray had given Sunderland hope with that early goal in the second half, but Villa were absolutely ruthless with the quality of their finishing. 2 goals for Daly and Atkinson. And all-round, Aston Villa really brought quality and professionalism to this performance. But I must say that had it not been for the performance of their goalkeeper, Mark Bosnich, it might have been a very, very different story here at Roker Park. The scoreline does not do justice to Sunderland's performance, but the main thing is Aston Villa are in the next round. The final score, Sunderland 1, Aston Villa 4.
Ron, 4-1 sounds comfortable, but it wasn't, was it?
No, never in doubt. I mean, there was only one team in it and they got beat. Seriously, I mean, Sunderland won't play better than that this season. I mean, they must have gone away and think, what must they do to score? On our side, I suppose you'd say that particularly the first 2 were excellent goals. I mean, we were right under the cosh. The goalie was playing them on his own and we got 2 great breaks. I suppose that's a big advantage of having good pace up front and 2 smashing finishes. But for the rest of it, it was like the Arapahoe, like the little, battle of the Little Bighorn. And we had a great General Custer.
Tell me about your goalkeeper tonight, Mark Bosnich.
Didn't do bad. Could have caught 1 or 2. Oh.
It really wasn't a world-class display,
Phenomenal,
wasn't it?
phenomenal. I mean, I was talking to Terry Butcher and that before the game. I said, we think this lad's going to be a super keeper. Just before the end, when he made about his 7,000th save from Don Goodman, Butch said, why couldn't he have played for Australia this week?
You earned your money tonight. I mean, particularly in that first, 20 minutes or so, they really came at you.
Yeah, I heard about the Roker Roar before the game, and I can testify it is something to behold. And they had us under tremendous pressure, and I was just saying to myself, surely they're going to run out of puff soon, but they just kept coming, and the fitness was phenomenal. Even in the second half, towards the later stage, they just kept coming and coming. And, I mean, if I was their manager, I would be super pleased the way they played, even though the scoreline was 4-1 in the end.
You think there are nights when it just all goes your way, and tonight happened to be your night?
Yeah, well, that's 2 Tuesday nights on the trot, so I just got to try to keep consistency going and keep my feet on the ground and keep my goals and ambitions in line and just sort of take it as it comes.
I suppose no better match to have played so well with the Australia game coming up?
No, yeah, I've got another big game on Sunday, obviously, against Argentina, and, they're coming thick and fast, but this is what I've worked hard for all my life, so, I've got no regrets.